Houston. These are two of your people right here. We're going to get to some of these fan questions first, and then we will open it up to the media, and time permitting, we'll have some fan time on the back end. All right, let us get to it. All right, this one comes from J. Bren 11. We will start with you, Valentina. In terms of Caitlin, who do you think is the most impressive win on her resume to this point? Any of her wins in the past that maybe have impressed you?
You know, it's never was my goal to search this information. Everything that I needed from her and from her fights,
right,
and to see her style. Not impressed by her, not doing like something crazy things, just her style and her technique, nothing more.
Derrick Lewis, this is your city, my man. I know these fans have been waiting a long time to see you back here competing at Toyota Center. You will kick off the pay-per-view main card. It's got to feel pretty good, my man. I know you fought all over the world, but nothing quite like Houston for you.
Yeah, for sure. I love Houston, everything about Houston. Even though the wishy-washy weather, I love Houston, man.
Yeah, Houston clearly loves you. This one comes from Hunnit Sports for Valentina. Do you consider yourself the best female fighter in the world at this time?
I don't know. I just do my things that what I love to do, because martial arts for me, it's my life, my passion. And if people considering me like this, I have more something that motivate me to continue my hard trainings.
All right, another question here for Bullet Valentina. This one from Matthew Lowe, 25. You can fight, shoot guns, you can dance, speak multiple languages, you can draw, you can paint, you can play the ukulele, and you're about to make your acting debut alongside Halle Berry. Is there anything in life that you are not good at?
I don't know. I just want to learn more and more every time. I think we have to not waste our time in life, and just one of my favorites movie, and one of the favorites image of person, how they should be, it's James Bond. Why people likes him? Because he can everything. He can fly plane, he can drive car, motorcycle, he can do whatever. And this is what motivates me to do and continue the same way what I am doing.
You truly are a Renaissance woman, no doubt about it. Derrick Lewis, you will fight Ilir Latifi moving up to the heavyweight division. I know you're not one who gets all long-winded in terms of the matchup, but any thoughts on Latifi moving up, and what type of fight might be coming your way here in a few days?
Shit, I'm looking for the knockout in the first round. But yeah, it's gonna be, I have to put on for Houston. You know, we've been through a lot with all the flooding and all that, and so I gotta come in swinging and banging in the first round.
Well, I'm sure a lot of these people know that Derrick Lewis has never lost in the state of Texas. His entire pro career, I think 7-0, all across this great state of yours, and he's never lost. Don't you think this walk's going to feel different, though? Doesn't it feel different walking out in Houston than other places?
Not at all. I feel right at home. You know, I had more fights in the streets here than anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I feel right at home.
Yeah, probably undefeated in the streets as well.
For sure.
All right, with that, let us open it up to the media as we await the UFC light heavyweight champion, John Morgan, MMA Junkie. Kick us off.
Derrick, I know you love fighting here. The support here is pretty incredible that you've seen already. Are there any drawbacks? I mean, I'm sure you got to do a lot more media. I'm sure people are hitting you up for tickets, and family members you didn't even know you had reaching out to you. I mean, are there any drawbacks to being here?
No, I knew months ahead to change my number and cut a lot of people off. You know, I cut a lot of family members off because they kept trying to explain to me that they're my cousin, neighbor, from my mama's side and all that. I'm not trying to hear that. You're not getting no tickets.
Fair enough. And I did want to ask you about that mentality walking in. You know, John kind of touched on it there. I imagine the energy's got to be there. You said you want to deliver. I mean, is there like a mindset that you have to not overcommit, to not, you know, overreach and try to do something spectacular and just kind of let the fight unfold?
Yeah, just to let the fight unfold. I'm gonna fight the same like I do any other fight. Everybody know if I'm not gonna get him out of there in the first round, I'll get him out there in the last 2 seconds of the fight.
Nice. And Derrick, I got to imagine you're going to have a pretty significant size advantage. I mean, Ilya's a much smaller guy moving up, but I mean, do you foresee that giving you any troubles? I mean, could his size be a disadvantage for you in any way?
Not at all, because he's a little guy. Just about everybody in the division is up and down, so it don't matter. We're all the same size when we lay down, so I'm pretty sure he's going to try to take me down.
Nice. Valentina, I wanted to ask you, I know you said you were kind of looking at the style and the technique of
Sorry
Caitlin.
about that. I ain't see y'all right there, my bad.
When you looked at Caitlin, when you broke down her fights, I mean, is there anything unique that she does that you haven't seen before, or anything that you saw that said, hey, this is one thing I've got to be really, really careful about in this fight?
Now, you know, the fight, it's fight. You have to be really careful about everything. Doesn't matter who you faced. And this is my mentality that to make the fight easy, you have to train harder than anyone. And I know Caitlin, she's hoping that her reach and her height's gonna help her during the fight, but she's mistaken. She's mistaken a lot. And I know exactly what to expect from her. I know exactly how to manage the distance. And yeah, I'm ready for the Saturday. It's gonna be my night, of course.
And one more for you, Valentina. I mean, you're becoming an awfully dominant champion, and there's, I don't think, a lot of contenders necessarily right there ready for you. I mean, what do you want to do next after you win this fight? I mean, do you see other contenders that are ready for you, or do you look at changing divisions, or asking the strawweight champ to move up, or whatever? I mean, what do you see for your immediate future?
It's interesting things happen that I don't have to ask no one to do nothing because they want to fight with me. I don't know what people are saying about super fight. I have many options to choose. Amanda Nunes, Chinese girl Bailey, or Henry Cejudo, I don't know.
Hey Valentina, first one down here. So you're the James Bond, I guess, of women's MMA. Do you want to do movies? 'Cause I know that you have that movie coming out with Halle Berry, but is that something you want to do? Maybe going to Hollywood later on?
University, what I finished, it's University of Arts, and my career, it's film director. So, of course, definitely in the future, I would love to see me over there. And if it's gonna be movie, they're gonna make about James Bond, but female version, I will be first in the line for this movie.
You think you'd be a better Black Widow than Scarlett Johansson?
It's very different. Right now, I'm considering that my professional fighter career, it's very important for me. And, it's it's real what we are making right now. It's very so hard living the life what the fighters are living, and it's take a lot of energy. That's why all my focus right now it's in the training and to make myself better as a fighter each day.
There's been a conversation lately about who have been the best women's MMA fighters of all time. Ronda Rousey, Chris Cyborg, Amanda Nunes. Do you feel like you're in that conversation, and what do you think you have to do to kind of keep yourself and kind of cement yourself in that conversation to be one of the best ever?
I don't care about the conversation. I just do my things. I win the fight, and this is it.
Can you explain to us why you changed the hair?
No, the hair, it's because of movie. It's because of the movie what I was participating with Halle Berry. My character was red hair, so I just keep it for a while.
Seems to be pretty popular. Last thing, recently the country you're from, Kyrgyzstan, was added to the travel restriction list to the United States. Do you have any opinion on that? Do you know why that happened, and any thoughts on that?
Actually, I was too deep in the training camps and was very hard training, but I can say for sure that people from my country, they are every time very honest, and they are probably it was, I heard something, it's about the biometrics, something like this. It's more not about the people, it's more about the technology that probably we don't have. Kyrgyzstan still don't have the technology that USA using, like for all this stuff. But I would say exactly that Kyrgyz people, they are very noble, very good people, and they are everything that they are doing with a lot of heart.
Thanks, Valentina. Derrick. Alir was up here earlier, and he's moving up in weight. He said that the recent weight cuts, he had to cut up to like 35 pounds to get on 205. I'm curious, how much have you had to cut? Like, what's the worst weight cut you've had? How many pounds?
I didn't have to cut none this fight. A fight before this, I didn't have to cut, but rest of my career, I had to cut like 30 pounds. So, yeah.
They pulled your microphone because we are now going to say hello to one of the greatest of all time, best light heavyweight on the planet, #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world today, chasing more history Saturday night. Please welcome the light heavyweight champion, Johnny Bones Jones.